Happy Wednesday! I'm Jenn Lormand, exercise physiologist and co-owner of Your Tinkler.
I'm Christina Walsh, physical therapist and co-owner of Your Tinkler. We are so excited to be here today for our first ever fashion episode.
Could be the last.
Might be the last. But look, you may have read that there really is such a thing as a pants injury.
Yep.
We've had them ourselves, and we treat lots of women every day who have sustained these types of injuries. And it's all laughable and fun and games until it actually happens to you. These wardrobe injuries are super serious as far as causing increases in your symptoms. So we're here to talk about it seriously, but also keep it a little bit light and have some fun, because we've learned through our own experience and through working with lots of women dealing with hip and pelvic and back stuff that there are choices you can make and still look really, really cute and not hurt yourself in the process.
That's right. So we're going to talk about our own personal symptoms as well. I'll say for myself with prolapse, my experience is even down to undergarments and the type of underwear that I wear, which I was like, Christina, I can't believe I'm actually going to show my underwear on camera.
We're doing it all for you, ladies.
But I have to size up on my underwear, and the elastic on the underwear really makes a difference. So if you size up and you have this thicker elastic, and you guys know what I'm talking about, like sometimes it's super compressive.
Right.
This is super soft.
It's not a tight, it's not a taut, thin band. It's that nice, wide, stretchy, soft band. And so why is that important?
It's important because the tube of toothpaste analogy.
Yep.
Right.
So this is the one Jen always uses, and I love it because it's so clear of why you wouldn't want something that will cinch right here, because you picture your whole torso like a tube of toothpaste. Your pelvic floor is the bottom where the cap is or isn't, and you cinch right here, and where does the pressure go?
It's got to go somewhere.
Down.
Yeah.
Straight to your pelvic floor. So, and you may not think a band on a pair of underwear would make that much of a difference, but it absolutely does. And
when you're wearing them all day, and then, or our next example, if you decide you're going to put a pair of these on to look super cute in your holiday dress.
This is the ultimate what not to do for your pelvic floor. The compressive garments, guys. I mean, that's the ultimate squeeze on the tube of toothpaste. If you have any pressure or bowel or bladder symptoms, please avoid the compressive garments. I know we all want to look cute and thin, and if you're anything like me, you're overeating terribly this time of year, because I'm not perfect, and this is not going to do
lots
you.
Of alcohol.
Well, and you know, we talked about this show to one of our clients, and she said, well, honestly, it's simple. If you feel terrible because your symptoms are flaring, you cannot look cute. It's going to be all over your face, and it's going to affect your mood. So how can we look thin and cute even
without
if we have a mom pooch because we have a separation of our abdominals,
or prolapse where the organs are falling forward?
How can we look cute
without doing this to ourselves? What happens to you when you do that, Christina?
When I wear heels, the pressure in the back of my pelvic bowl, the rectal pressure, is so uncomfortable. I would not call it pain, but it is an awful feeling to feel like something is falling out of you from down below, whether it's the front of the bowl, more bladder, urethra, or if it's the back on the rectal side. It's incredibly uncomfortable. So I'm very motivated to select cute shoes that don't have a heel anymore. I didn't really like them to begin with. Now I really, really can't. And I'm okay with that, because if you go to the shoe department and get a little creative, get some help, you can find some really cute stuff.
And we're going to show you some cute options today, but we wanted to start with undergarments, because that's usually where we start getting dressed.
And it does matter. If you take note of your symptoms, you will see the correlation. So how can we look cute without the compressive garments, even if we don't feel our most thin? And it all has to do with the cut of the clothing and how tight or not tight it is. And we've both found a lot of options that help us a lot. So what are your go-tos to look cute?
These are my two dress go-tos, okay? I think a wrap dress looks cute on everyone. When in doubt, size up on this puppy. But it's right, this comes right below my bust, which is perfect. So it's not on my stomach. It's not cinched there, it's cinched on the smallest part. I've got some sleeves, which to me is important. I like having a little sleeve.
And you visually get the narrowing of the waist
without
the compressive pressure through here, which don't want that tube of toothpaste effect.
And then this is just a little swing dress, which I love. And I know I've had, it's cute and it has great movement when you wear it. I know sometimes women don't like swing dress because they feel like it swallows them.
Or boxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we've got some cute belt options.
These are little belts that do not actually cinch. They're just for appearance. This is a sparkly little bedazzled one. You can wrap that loosely around. You can throw in some color with kind of a more bright, dramatic sash, but you can tie it loosely, and it's, again,
you can emphasizing
the waistline without squeezing the tube of toothpaste.
So still looking cute and still, you know, hugging your shape, but not injuring yourself.
Absolutely.
Still feeling good.
This is going to minimize flare-ups of back and hip discomfort, as well as all the pelvic floor stuff, the pressure and the bowel bladder symptoms. So you can also go a two-piece option. I love a nice blousey light material for the top. If you're ever feeling bloated, or like me, you don't like a lot of pressure on the front of your abdomen. I still have an opening around my belly button that's tender. So I don't like pressure from my pants or my tops right there. So it's nice and loose, but still flattering, and you can obviously dress it up with some jewelry. For bottoms, I love a nice, this is flattering and attractive, and it flows because it's linen, but it's a nice loose waist again, and size up. You know, nobody knows what size you're wearing. They know if you look good and feel good in your clothes. You can also, for bottoms, do
an A-line skirt. Christina's got a short version. I have a longer version here with, again, just a nice waistband that's super stretchy, again, sizing up. And then she's got the shorter one.
And this is not elastic, but I picked a size that does not bind around my waist. It sits just resting on my hips, and because it has that little A-line to it, it narrows a little bit at the waist, and it doesn't squeeze or push uncomfortably on my belly or cause any tube of toothpaste pressure situation happening.
So hopes that gives you kind of some ideas
just about
on the clothing and kind of what to look for so that you can be comfortable. Because the other thing that we didn't say in the beginning is all of these compressive garments and the downward pressure. A lot of women roll their ankles at this time of year, whether it's due to that lack of stability or their selection in footwear. Christina,
there's a way to be really cute and feel really dressy without wearing heels. And I didn't know it was possible, but
these are the cutest.
I felt really cute wearing these shoes recently at my brother's wedding. These are flats, totally flat, but so cute. It's got that nice little bit pointy toe. I generally like to wear shoes that are shaped like my foot, but this was a dressy event and I knew I was going with no heel. So this was the answer, and they looked great. I got compliments on them, and they're flats. So I had no increased pressure in my pelvic floor whatsoever. Tons of compliments, really cute, no increased symptoms, back, hip, nothing.
Those are seriously the cutest ones. These are my flats that I've been wearing. Obviously, they're a little trendier. Just not much of a heel. Again, little rounded almond toe, but cute, like not mama.
And like our client said, you're gonna feel better and you're gonna project that happiness, and it's gonna be obvious that you feel better and more confident with yourself. It doesn't have to do with wearing higher heels. You can feel confident and cute and sexy and not have to wear any of the stuff that's gonna cause an increase in your symptoms.
Yep. So we have some boot selections, because I think right now a little pair of boots like with this swing dress is super cute. These are more of like the Western style, which this has a little bit of an elevation on it, but it doesn't bother me unless I'm wearing them for like 10, 12 hours. But nice little pointy toe, just a cute little boot option here.
And for me, I cannot tolerate even that much heel. It's not my friend. So this is a nice flat. It's bronze, it's shiny, it's sparkly, just enough for the holidays, and it's flat. So there are options, ladies. You don't have to kill yourself.
A lot of our clients say, well, What about wedges? Because wedges are more comfortable. We don't have a pair of wedges, because some of those wedges are just as steep as the heels.
Yeah, it's about the incline with the wedges. So if your heel is still way higher than your toe, you're still tipping the bowl of your pelvis forward, causing all kind of pressure situations through that bowl of the pelvis, and that will flare up your symptoms, whether it's a wedge or a stiletto. The angle is the issue.
The pitching of the pelvis. These are more of a platform style shoe. I'm struggling to keep this in. Now you can see there's some elevation, but there's elevation in both the front and the back. This would be more of a platform, I guess, / wedge.
So if you're determined to be taller in your footwear.
Yeah, if you can find some platforms that even have more height on this side, so it's elevating your height, but not elevating the arch. Right,
yep,
like this.
Not pitching your heel higher than your toe and then tipping your pelvis forward, increasing low back pressure. There are options, guys, and yes, it's your choice. You're a grown woman and you can make these choices about what you wear, but most of our women, once they decide to make these wardrobe choices that are kinder to their bodies, they never turn back. I know we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't, and you can still look cute. I know sometimes you have to look a little bit harder, but hopefully just kind of strategizing, the silky blouse to me with a nice pair of pants or a skirt is my go-to option. It's just easy.
And size up. I mean,
Totally,
I
in your
stopped caring
pants.
about what size I'm wearing. I care about if I'm comfortable, because no one can see that tag. And if I look flattered and I'm comfortable in what I'm wearing, that's all that matters. So,
well, and I think another symptom, because many women are oh, that's not a problem for me, still a little bit in denial, like some of our clients. And I always
we've been there.
If you're wearing these things and your stomach is feeling bloated, or you're wanting to unbutton your pants when you're wearing them, they are too tight and compressive.
Or if you take that garment off at the end of the day and you're swollen. That is way too tight, and you're not doing yourself any favors, and you're definitely going to cause increased symptoms. You can do this. There's all kind of cute stuff out there that you can find that will not increase your symptoms. Please post questions about any wardrobe issues.
Maybe you've had a pants injury that you want to share with us.
Yeah, if you've had a pants injury, you're not alone. It happens to so many of us, but they're avoidable, and we're here to field any questions you have. We've either lived it ourselves or have helped somebody through it.
Folks that have had the same thing.
Here's to looking cute at the holidays without
being comfortable,
feeling worse. Yes, being comfortable at the same time. You got this.
See you next week, guys.